off pod.
The off pod, pre pod, off pod, con.
Yeah.
Go.
Make sure to sign up for that. Our off pod, pre pod, post pod combo.
Yeah. So you were
$5.99.
It's a podcast where we review the podcast.
Yeah, it's all the behind the scenes you'd want to see. I mean, we share our social security. We
really do. We go all out.
Everybody else has it. Why not give it to people if they really want it?
And so you were telling us how you just get bullied by your daughter and you're just beefing with a 1-year-old all day.
I am not actually. Let's actually get that clear. So in the beginning, what I'm talking about is that babies are at this point where they refuse food. We just got her to eat mashed potatoes. This girl refused to eat mashed potatoes.
Yo, why don't babies let you put them on, bro?
They don't let you put them on. But no, my thing was, it wasn't that I was beefing with the baby, because she just wants to be cool with the kids. I get it. We've been there. What's wild is they be telling you what they're giving them. Yeah. It'll be like, green beans. They had all of it, And then, sometimes they be sneaking in something, so it'll be normal. I'll be like, all right, I respect it.
Like a transgender?
One day, it'll basically feel like that. It'll be like, it's literally one day we saw it and it said McMuffin. All. I was like, what? Hold on.
You gave her first McMuffin?
Who gave this baby a McMuffin? And I was like, where did this baby get a McMuffin
mom when
from?
you stayed at my place for the first time?
Yeah, where the fuck?
I was like, hold on. I'm like, what is going? I'm like, maybe they just mean another. That's exactly. Yeah. One day it'll be like cheese puffs and juice. I'll be like, what the fuck?
Hey, Tahcs, bro.
Exactly. I'd be like, I would definitely send her something way more nutritious. But this girl just want to be eating the McMuffins. Right. What the hell's going on?
Yo,
so my beef is with them. Who was giving a baby McMuffins?
Would you rather they lie to you?
You would expect your parents to,
I guess.
when
would
your parents were taking care of her, you would expect to come home and be like, yo, the baby had McMuffins. And you're like, the fuck, why? But okay. Yeah, you would get that from your parents. But, you pay these people. They can't be doing this, bro.
They can't just be letting a random McMuffin in, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, did someone make homemade McMuffins?
Yeah, what if you were a Burger King family?
Sandwiches?
And they started putting McDonald's propaganda down
my thing was, did somebody not have time? Were they rushing in the morning and didn't have time for cook with all the kids?
Bro, they didn't even give her Whataburger before they gave her McDonald's.
No honey butter
what if that was a religious thing and you're like, what if you were anti McDonald's? Especially on these times, Free Palestine.
Yeah. Well, my thing especially is as a Texan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have certain standards. For me, she was born, one of the first outfits she wore was an H-E-B outfit.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
also,
Whataburger would have been
fresh out the H-E-B bakery.
Does it feel even more treasonous to know that you paid these people and they just gave her?
Treasonous is a hard word.
What's wild is I highly doubt someone went and bought that many McMuffins, so I don't think it was really McDonald's.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things you just say McMuffin. Because they just meant a sausage, a breakfast sandwich like that. But the thought, it's it tells you, it sends you down that rabbit hole. It tells you down that rabbit hole.
How the fuck did a McMuffin make it to my child?
Not just make it to my child, but get documented. That was my thing. Was how did it get documented?
Just lie to me.
You know what I mean? So
tell me she had grapes. She had applesauce.
For real though,
they just do one of these and then hand you back the thing. Is this what you want me to do?
Yeah.
But it'd be wild sometimes.
I see.
Yeah.
So you be packing your kids lunch and stuff, or they just feed them at school?
Bro,
we just feed them. We just let them feed them at school, because if not, they'll refuse the stuff, because they'll look at what they have and be like, but it's different. I want that. You just give them the same things. It's a little easier right now. But she's starting to develop some taste buds. I put her on.
School lunch is smack. I ain't gonna lie.
I put her on.
The free school lunches, I like them.
I put her on enchiladas. I made an enchilada. Hey. I made enchiladas.
Hey.
I may have messed up. I did forget that I had made the enchilada mixture with the rotel that has the habaneros in there.
This guy's crazy.
I may have.
You're not supposed to do that?
What happened? Oh, it's just dang it. There's a cord somewhere, and it's grounding out. Lift your foot up, Pablo.
Oh.
There we go. That's it.
Okay.
Grounding out.
All right. Sorry.
Creating a buzz, backfeeding.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about?
The government doesn't want us to put this pot out. That's what's going on.
Hey, that actually happened last time.
Yeah, bro.
So not legitimately, but everything that we talked about that was wild as hell.
Yeah.
the video literally stopped recording after like the first chunk.
Yeah.
So there was like no point. There was like maybe 15 minutes of video.
Is that when we went acapella?
There's a possibility, but I think we also talked crazy
That's when
politics.
we recalled January 6th and how we were.
No, that's when we talked about the Trump assassination.
Oh.
And
I was wondering, was the last time we met? I'm like, did we discuss?
Last time we discussed the Trump assassination.
No. This is the craziest part. Okay, we'll get back into that right now real quick. The day that happened was the day of Zoe's birthday party. We went to go get ice cream, like right here.
Yeah, we were like, let's get ice cream.
We got tacos the last time?
Yeah.
We got ice cream right there. And then I just pull up Instagram randomly, and I'm like, yo, Trump got shot.
Yeah, and then we're all like, just taking like, oh shit, no way. And then like, Trump got shot, but he's still alive. And you're like, damn, like,
and then
the guy died.
See, this is why Washington should hire me, because my first thought was like, okay, at the rally, you bring out 50 Cent, play Many Men with the vest.
That's verbatim what he said as soon as he read it.
Basically, that's what happened now. Like, can we talk about this? Are we wrapped up on family talk? Wait,
well, where were you when you found out he got shot?
Your 1-year-old bullies you now, and you
does not bully me, actually. Her and I get along great. We be hanging out.
Yeah.
We be vibing. We be singing Billie Eilish together all the time. That's what we do.
You been on this Chapel Rowan, though?
No, I have not.
No,
for some reason, I have kind of purposely
been off.
She's
good.
There's something about it that's throwing me off.
That's what I thought.
The pops right now that's been popping. Have you seen the Sabrina Carpenter album that just dropped?
I saw it. I haven't listened to it though.
So I listened to it short and sweet, like the title says. It's like 30-something minutes. Mm-hmm. She's got some songs on there. She's got some fucking
Sabrina
songs
Carpenter's killing it. But Chapel Rowan,
all right,
give her a shot. They're calling her the new Madonna. She's pretty good.
But that's the thing is, I'm not really sure if I like that kind of like Lady Gaga,
it's not Lady Gaga
pop.
It's good. It's good.
We'll see.
I
like it.
I think
I'll see if I like it. I mean, I'll give it a chance.
Because
you're saying that.
Did y'all listen to the Vince Staples album?
Yeah, I did.
You did? It's good, right?
Yeah. Etouffee is my favorite song on it.
Yeah, Etouffee is good.
I have not listened to that.
Yeah.
But
you need to.
What we need to talk about is obviously the biggest. So what did you like off of it? Let's let you.
Well, that came out like 6 months ago, so we, but hopefully it will be. Okay, so but I do want Chapel Rowan will win the new artist of the year.
Yeah, he did say that. I'm
like 99% sure. And then I hope Vince Staples' album gets nominated. I just hope it gets nominated. That'd be cool.
Did you see his position on the list on the hip hop? I don't know if it was Complex or somebody put out a hip hop list of like California or like LA or something like that. And Vince Staples was like number 50 or something like that, or 49.
Yeah.
How do we feel about his position on that?
I mean, I feel like he's very underrated.
Who's number one?
That's fine.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I just remember seeing Vince Staples somewhere down there, and that triggered me. But I don't remember the top 5.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of his older music is kind of slow, and even some of it now is kind of slow, so it's like an acquired taste, kind of, I feel like.
Okay. So, now, here's the thing, is like, rap was pop.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wanted, like, 808s on their stuff. Like, everybody wanted to have that. And I kind of feel like dried things out, where things are a little niche now. The general hip-hop that kind of comes out of just, like, normal artists is kind of just diluted of, like, you know, the original sound that was really popping, like, maybe in 2016.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we need that authenticity again, like that we felt like in 2016 when we heard Thug come out and shit like that. We heard like just like when you heard Lifestyle for the first time, you know.
Bro, I was just talking to someone about this. Yes.
And so
when
like,
you hear the 1738,
that's crazy. But like that's kind of crazy. Look at the landscape. But like what's kind of seeming like is the shift from the norm, and the thing that kind of feels more authentic to people that people are kind of cosplaying now seems to be this country wave now. It started with like not started with, for me, I feel like I kind of like just right before it all started popping, like I was just right ahead of the curve, at least I feel. But for me it started with Morgan Wallen. Y'all remember me talking about him for a minute. And that was after hearing with Dirk.
You know what? There's nothing like putting a hard day's work, brother. And
don't get me started right now. Let's get a little further into it before we even let you start cosplaying right now. So it started with that, and then I feel like Beyonce went into it. It was a little bit of an iffy of like how they felt about pop going into country.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate person who could have ever done this. I mean, you got Shabuzi, where it's killing this like poppy vibe.
Yeah.
There's just a lot that's been leading up to this kind of cultural clash moment right now.
Yeah.
Which was Post Malone's album dropping.
Yeah.
F1 Trillion.
How do you feel about it?
So
I like the artwork a lot. Just off rip. I was already bought in.
He did it the right way.
Yeah.
As far as like his whole goal, I've listened to a lot of interviews, like, and kind of dissected this a bit.
Well, he got all the goats too.
So he pretty much went to Nashville. This is also Nashville type country. Like, he went to Nashville and he met with the people. Like, I guess the way that it happened is there's this writer who writes with Post a lot. From a long time has been a co-writer with Post.
Where did you get this information before you started?
Multiple interviews.
Oh, okay, you watch interviews and
yeah.
This is what he said?
This is what one of the writers was saying.
Oh,
another artist.
Okay.
About Post. This writer started writing with Morgan, got real cool with Morgan.
Oh shit! I put my feet on the internet by crossing my legs.
Bro, you're fine.
That's crazy.
This writer had now been writing with Morgan for a while and writing with a bunch of other people, but now there's this bridge, and eventually Post said the word, and he said, "Hey, I'm ready to go to Nashville and write a country album. The way that the Nashville country artists do, I'm gonna go over there. I don't just want like the biggest people in the world. I want like the ones that you guys recommend, like the best writers that are like low key, that, you know, that people know are the best writers, but maybe don't have the biggest names.
Yeah.
Like, that are actually out here making these great albums like Morgan's that are like topping these charts." So he went in there and like listened and like legit was like, all right, like I want this and do all this. He was learning something new because he's not used to having like a band format like this, of like having an idea and then being like, can y'all like do this, and then that happening and creating
I will say the lyrics in some of the songs I don't care for. It's more of the vibe that I like, appreciate in the album.
Are there lyrics that annoy you or what?
No, my critique of it is that like there's some songs that I'm just like, I feel like you put into like an AI write a country song, and it just gave all the country song tropes.
Damn, he phoned it in.
No,
I'm not saying he phoned it in, but it's, you know, because the one with Jelly Roll's just ass, bro. That one's like.
Well, here's the thing. So there's 3 or 4 songs on there.
Tell me how you really feel.
There's 3 or 4 songs
and I
on
like
there
the album, like
that are just pop songs. Here's the thing that people don't realize, like, because of all of his aesthetic and stuff, Post is a pop artist. That's what he is. Pop artist. Pop changes. The vibe of pop is very electronic in some moments. It's very different. And right now, pop is country. Before this, pop was hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Pablo?
Yeah. Right now, pop is country.
Right.
Everybody needs a kind of a country. Any pop artist right now?
It's like starting to be country. Like, you see it in fashion too. Like, it started with like the workwear, and now it's like bleeding into country.
Yeah, now like more bootcut jeans are kind of seeming like a cool thing, like where you can style up these cowboy fits. Yeah, but I'm like, we've been seeing these at the radio.
I did recently go to like a country like bar where people were like dancing. That was the first time I've ever been to something like that, and I was
you saw how the
I was like, oh, these people exist.
That's crazy. That's the first time you've been to that, being that you went to
A&M.
Yeah, and that's like
there was a barn. It would be packed with people. And I was like, I wonder what they do in there. Like, I just wonder what they do.
It's very real.
In College Station for 4.5 years.
That's crazy.
The white scared me, bro. Real. The white scared me. I was like, if I go in the barn and they got hoods on, you know. It's a wrap. I can't make it out.
It's not like that. It's like, if anything, it'd be secretive. It's not like that.
I mean, I'm not going in the barn. I'm just like, you know what?
So now you know that like what's happening is, not only is it very real. I would see them and be like, how the fuck do you even? And now I've been catching myself, bro.
What?
For just in general, like any time that I go to something that I need to just look semi-presentable.
Yeah.
Not like dressing up at all. It's like, and you understand that it's this sort of like, I just need to look a little more spruced up than usual. The fishing shirt be coming out, bruh.
Oh yeah,
it's like I think we're just getting now.
I think we're just getting older.
Like, it's just like this feeling.
I am not pulling out this fishing shirt.
He is not. He's like, he is a completely different like breed. Like, I feel like we embrace our Texan and like the true like Texan nature, and like you're like, you are been here, but like your vibe is not from here.
What is alright?
Like your vibe is not a Texas vibe.
Alright.
Like your general, demeanor. Like we all, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like that?
He's like crying under the sunglasses.
When you look at him, it don't seem like Texan.
Yeah.
Like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's like that's cool. That's the thing, which is more of like a New York, West Coast thing.
So where am I from?
You're from New York, right?
Oh,
you were born over there.
No, I was
Were you
born
not?
here. I was born here.
And then you went over there and they came back?
Mm-hmm,
and then went over there again and they came back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then went over there to the west and then came back?
Yeah. I'm influenced by we moved around a lot.
So
Yeah.
that's why. But we were like here.
So y'all think every Texan is listening to this Post Malone album?
Well, kind of.
You're telling me every Texan
Kind
is
of.
dick riding Post Malone right now?
It's a stretch, but yes, because even his Dallas affiliation,
confidence is-
Dallas affiliation that might push some of us Houstonians away.
Alright, well,
My dad's
all
still
you true
like
Texans,
he is a Cowboys fan.
let
but,
us
like,
know
it's
in the
kinda cool.
comments how you like the Post Malone album. Me personally, the
you
album
even
cover
try
kind
it?
of sucked. That's it. I didn't like. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I just saw the album cover is like a truck. Can you explain it to me?
It's a body of water, and a truck's falling into it, and they take the picture right before it touches, like right at the surface. So it almost looks like it's
What
ice.
does it mean?
Yeah.
Well, F1 Trillion, and if you put it in the context of the album, the one time that he references it in the album is when he says he has an F1 Trillion limousine in a song called Finer Things that he does with Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
So it's like this idea of like extravagance, like it's country, but like at an
He's like
extravagant
bougie
level.
country.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's got a song with Luke Combs where he's like talking about APs in a country song. I didn't even know that was. I was like, this is the most hip hop shit I've ever heard.
But I think it's like he's got to be realistic because it's like to not be like he does embody the Texan like.
Yeah.
But he's making Nashville country. It's this really weird mix.
Yeah.
Because his
What would you rate
image
the
is
album?
Texan. One thing I respect before I rate the album is that he pulled a Taylor Swift on us.
But a
Because
reverse Taylor
He's
Swift.
versatile.
He dropped the album, and then the next day gave us the deluxe immediately, disc 2,
Oh yeah, he did
with
do
like
that.
X
But
amount more
the
songs.
That's
crazy.
The disc too is
Dicks 2?
Pause.
Yeah.
Squared?
Bro.
Dick squared, bro?
Pause.
What the
Yo,
fuck?
hey yo. No, so it's
You've been handling that. No.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like no, so it's those are the only ones that have no features. It's just him.
Yeah, those.
Oh,
he has like
that's
2 songs that have no features on the main album,
one,
and
the
then everything
second one.
else no features,
That's
just
Just
him.
him. Yeah.
All
Just
right.
being like out there. But there's like 4 songs on there that
I'll
are
have
like
to give it a
pop
listen.
songs.
What are your top songs from the album?
The one with Blake Shelton.
Blake Sheldon.
that
That's
one's
the
kinda
dude
hard.
on the X Factor.
Yeah.
I like
Alright.
the one with Chris Stapleton.
Chris
Yeah, that
Stapleton.
was-
California
too.
Sober, that one goes
California
crazy.
Sober.
That one goes crazy.
And then
The Morgan Wallen joint. Is
the one that makes me
Alright,
cry as a
alright.
new dad is Yours.
Oh yeah.
Yours?
Yours, the last song on
Yeah, I
the regular
heard that.
album. That one be like get me choked up
Yo,
as a father.
Yo,
Alright,
it makes you gay a little bit.
It makes me a little gay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. But
Alright.
You're already like squaring up with her future husband.
I was like, man, motherfucker better not say shit. I swear to God. I started like cleaning the gun and shit, but it's like, whatever. Hide My Gun, crazy song too. Hide My
Oh
Gun,
yeah,
kind
hide
of
your
cool.
gun. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to give it a listen. Great.
All right, you really out here in sandals.
Yo, sun's out, dogs out, dude.
Don't call them dogs. This shit makes me feel uncomfortable. Shit makes me feel uncomfortable when you call them dogs like that. That's crazy.
I do regret that I for a second had my feet on the internet.
Do you think he's gonna be on WikiFeed or something, or what?
Dude, maybe I don't know.
Feet Finder,
That's crazy.
bro?
When were your feet on the internet?
He says he
Were you in
crossed
some
them
Nick-
right
I
now.
crossed my
Nickelodeon
legs.
doc?
He
And
said he crossed them
crossed
right
my
now.
leg.
and-
Oh,
like
and
my
you were able to see your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Damn.
can hide
Got
them in
him.
editing. Probably.
Got him. He just puts a black bar.
That'd be crazy.
Like
be
he's a
so-
fucking like a
Now you
fucking witness
gotta do it.
protection for his
Yeah,
toes.
yeah.
Like if you're some OF model,
Yeah, bro, they're gonna know him in Mexico once they see them toes.
that's crazy as hell.
Yeah, his real name
Yo.
is.
So-
bleep it out here.
Have you seen? Have you seen Ruben's Candidate? Has been going around on all these young ass like, sort of like what the young kids are on media platforms right now in his presidential campaign.
Yeah,
Jill Stein
Ruben
was on
texted
a
me and
bunch
he's
of
like,
podcasts.
"Yo,
What?
yo." I just thought it was a wild ass text that we got like on Thursday, and when he said, "Yo, our boy Donnie T is on Theo Von podcast. Play it right now," and he sent the link.
I thought that was crazy too. When you said that,
I love Theo Von.
when you said red alert, the
king.
goat
The
brought
king.
on the goat.
The king is speaking.
You like that? When you said that, I was like, damn, this is crazy. I do want to say, for whatever reason,
Not
I
at
knew
all.
within the first 43 minutes.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I ended up on YouTube within the first 43 minutes. I saw that had dropped, and like I started telling people
That's
Yeah, I know.
crazy.
within
Was
an
it
hour.
really that big of a news in the community?
Because you have to think about, like, remember the Kamala press run? We saw how pandering that was and how, like...
What was the Kamala press run like?
That was the sneaker
This
shopping.
is the sneaker shopping thing.
Oh, like 3 years ago?
Yeah, what is she doing? I ain't seen nothing that's showing an authentic
So
version
this is
of
the
Trump.
Donald Trump press run?
They had the DNC.
Right now, what's happening right now is that his son, Barron Trump, the youngest,
Yeah.
is telling him what the youth is on. So he's
okay.
like, yo, Aiden Ross, the kids are watching Aiden right now.
Yeah.
So then he's like, all right, I'll go live stream with Aiden.
That's crazy.
And then, like, his son is like, yo, Theo Von, like, he's hilarious. All the kids are watching him. He's, like, the one that's got pretty much what I think he's thinking is the middle people who really, like, there is a half and half with Aiden's poppy. Like, I know he's edgy, which is why we would lean right, because there's more edginess on the right.
Uh-huh.
But I do think he's got some on-the-fence people, and I think that's what Trump's trying to attack. Same thing with Theo Von. He leans right with the way that you think he presents himself, but he says a lot of things that kind of, like, he never really, like, says what he feels.
He had Bernie on the week before.
Exactly. So I think he's really trying to go for these people who would be on the fence and actually bring, like, a human vibe where it's not
he's
like...
just, like, talking like a it's
like they're talking about UFC and shit.
It's not like... I think what's cool about it is that Theo is this guy that you would assume is like some dumb redneck, and we start to listen to him talk, and it's like, oh, we actually kind of agree on like a human level,
Right.
and we're not as divided as we think.
And he kind of has this everyman vibe because of that,
Yeah.
and I think that that's what Trump is trying to speak to. And so I think it's like an interesting way that he's going about this, as opposed to taking a traditional route, like likely Kamala's going to do. So there's the rumors. Now this is where we want to talk about the fun part.
Yo,
the rumors
why
were
he trying to debate Kamala though?
the rumor. He is just the networks. We're not going to get into the networks, but this is where this kind of goes into, because the problem is the networks don't matter anymore. People are the networks now that reach the people. So you kind of have to be like whatever about the networks and go to the people. So the rumors
What if
were
they just do a rap battle?
chill. The rumors were they're doing
Like Jadakiss.
a media battle. The rumor was that after Trump did Aiden, that Kamala hit up CENAT.
Oh, that would make sense.
And what Kai had said was that he said now he's dealing with all the stuff. They had gotten kicked out of their penthouse that they had just rented. He was streaming out of a U-Haul. And he's like, then I got the freaking Secret Service fucking calling me. I got the Secret Service fucking calling me. Someone from way back in my past I haven't seen in a while said, we need you on the campaign. This was the smart thing, is he never said a name. All this and that he said the Secret Service is calling me. I have someone from way back in the day that I haven't spoken to in years saying we need you on the campaign. It's like, the fuck I know about politics, bro. What the fuck do I know about politics?
I respect that.
And he's like, the fuck I'm going... He's like almost crying, like, the fuck, I don't know shit. He's like...
The unseriousness that has happened to our political system is insane.
And so So then Kamala
Bring
came out and said...
bring the boring white dudes back, bro.
This is not going to work anymore. We're past that. It's supposed to be boring. It's sports for old white people, but it's too late for that shit.
I know, it's a wrap.
It's way too late for that shit now. The way social media is now, the way everyone's online. But
I can't wait for the debate for Trump to just be like, Kamala's a cat lady. You're a cat lady, Kamala. We all know it.
Yeah, that's actually good. You're doing good. You've been practicing for a minute, huh?
I liked it.
I've been trying. Mine's... I don't know if I want to bring out the... Kamala,
you're ugly as a dog.
Damn.
untrustworthy, some say. I walked in here, I said,
Wow, this girl's untrustworthy.
She's so untrustworthy. I wouldn't vote for her. I don't want to be up here, but I have to be up here.
People.
I would love to just play golf, but instead I have to. The country's in ruins.
How many people? How many black people have I freed? How many people has Kamala freed? I freed Kodak. You remember this? I remember this. I said,
she's
"Wow."
Locked up people. She's opposite of freed. She's locked up. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Kamala, you're Indian. You're black. I mean, what really are you?
Bro, AI
Not
better,
American,
AI
that's
better
what
count
you
its
are.
days with the way you are.
Release the birth certificate, Kamala.
Damn. Oh my god, a debate would be cool. A debate will happen.
Well, what's gonna happen?
assume.
The main things that are gonna pop up is that they're gonna say what's going on with border stuff, and Trump's gonna say, "Homegirl, you were the immigration czar. What the fuck were you doing?" That's what's really gonna be popping up. They're going to say, yada, 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 economy this, economy that. They're going to be like, your golf swing this, you have to putt from this. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. But, like, it's just interesting now that it's like, Aiden Ross doesn't know a thing. And he's over there, like, talking to the president. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's going to be interesting what way they take. But with the Kai thing, it was really funny.
That kid's, like, dumb as a nail. So, yeah, man. That's wild.
Right. But they're entertaining and they have eyes. That's the weird thing now.
Yeah.
That's like the interesting thing. Like
our politics are crazy.
Yeah, it's just a train.
But yeah, who to vote for?
Nobody. Bro, I've never been more happy to not have papers and not be able to vote.
I mean,
because
I still like voting.
I'm just saying
it's a hard decision.
I can just say crazy shit in the atmosphere.
I mean, as someone who could vote,
and none of it has any
just mad disrespectful,
and none of it has any meaning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. With us, we actually have stakes in the game. Like our vote actually matters, and like our voices like actually be heard.
Like our voices are heard. Yeah.
Like people, like we're allowed to be here. First of all.
Hey, I'm allowed to be here now, bro.
Yeah,
we're allowed
bro,
to be here. We're allowed to be here. But were you born to be here?
Oh he comes back.
All right.
Yo, wait. I found out my 60-minute Kill Tony bit.
You're not about to do. You're about to
60
do 60
seconds.
seconds.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
60
seconds.
60 seconds.
Are we gonna go or what?
I mean,
I have a group of people that are trying to go, but
we might have to. But I'll give you the premise. I'll give you the premise.
Okay.
The one job we can't steal is the liberal ass jobs like dog grooming and making coffee. Because I took my dog to get dog groomed and the guy said, "Hablas español?" And I said, "Oh no." I distrusted instantly. And when I got my dog back, I was right to distrust. I need it to be a they them with blue hair, failed art degree, failed art career. You know, that's what I need. That's who you want making your coffee, bro. You don't need a good old boy making your coffee. That's just gonna taste ass. They can't do the latte art, bro.
Yeah, what are they gonna make it?
All right, hold on. Let it be. That I just need you to feel.
Yeah.
That's the problem. This is the only thing is I would love to.
Yeah.
Any person that has ever in the history of existence of Kill Tony gone up, that's probably a lie.
The lab.
No, gone up.
Yeah.
Who has never done it before, has always just said their thing to a silent crowd and just sat in it, and it's never been like I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like let's throw our names in the bucket, but then it's like. Some say disrespectful to the comics who are trying to get up there who've been trying for a minute.
Yeah.
For someone who's never done it, who's obviously not going to be good.
Yeah.
To go up there and you're going to sit in just
awkwardness.
An awkwardness for a minute in front of a bunch of people, and then the person that you've been watching on TV is going to literally roast you to oblivion.
Yeah.
He's going to say the meanest shit to you ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever. He's going to so he's going to be like, "So you have a dog, so you get it groomed?" You know, and then he'll say something about like, then another person's gonna be like, "Have you tried fucking your dog?" And then everyone's gonna laugh, and then everyone's gonna think about you fucking dog. So now you immediately have dog fucker on you, and you have to crawl out of that hole. And then they're gonna ask you questions, and then you're gonna like not know what to say off rip, and it's always the worst because they have to make it entertaining. Because in their mind they're like, you just made this non entertaining. So now I have to make it entertaining at your expense.
Yeah.
And then it seems like it sucks. Like I thought about that. I'm like, I want to put my name in the bucket, and then I see that. I'm like, that would be the worst.
But how do we get tickets? That's it.
Yeah.
I'd like to just enjoy the show.
What I would do,
obviously I gotta rewrite it. But
what if? Well, that's the thing is, the only way it could work is if you went up to the secret group.
Yeah.
Every night, and worked it out. and waited until you got laughs and then perfected it for like maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
And then you know that this is the way it gets laughs.
I feel like that's a good premise.
And then you go to the place and then, you know?
Yeah.
But apparently, I guess our best way, I liked it too, but I had to make you sit in it just so you feel what a minuscule amount of what I could only imagine you would feel like at the biggest, and then now it's on the internet. You know what I mean? It's like
now it's out there forever.
That's so fucking. It just gives me the biggest anxiety of like the thought.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because we haven't even. What I think what I recommend we do, for one, we just go to Austin one day, and apparently they kind of just end up having extra tickets at the end. You're just gonna have to be there, so we would have to just risk it, go one day on a Monday, and then just pop in and hope that we can get tickets, and go. That would be kind of cool, but we should try to go up at a regular comedy club, at a regular open mic that's not as much stakes, and see how that feels. That's way less people, and we're gonna feel like, holy shit, this is like
how Roman did.
Roman has been trying to do again now.
Oh, okay.
So he's been trying to get back into it, but I think if anything, you should take that premise up at the Secret Group.
I might have.
I'll tell you when the open mics. There's multiple open mics, and if you're actually down to do it, I'll do it alongside you because I've been kind of thinking too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna put my premise out there right now because that's just gonna suck too. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have one premise we came up on the podcast, and then another premise that I was just working out.
So if we master a minute, then we'd go wait on a Monday.
Well,
I got work.
Those are separate. No, but if we planned it out and we just took a day off, type shit, like to actually try to do it, type beat.
Y'all don't got Monday off, Memorial Day?
That would be the worst day ever. Everybody would be trying to be there.
Yeah.
And us.
Insane.
Yeah. But that would probably be like...
And us.
Like, unreasonable. Like, we wouldn't even be able to, like... That'd be,
so we voted for Camel then?
Well, whatever. When I'm in the booth...
Yeah.
I'm going to just be spitting what feels like off the dome, like what I'm feeling.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
With this
what if, like...
You know what I mean?
Like, this is the crazy thing of you saying that, because can you imagine... He gets cut off by like a like someone like almost hits him, and it's like they clearly don't got papers, you know. It's like the lawn service or something crazy just cuts you off, and you're in there like pissed off. I can see it go one way.
This is how Pablo's been deciding his politics.
Yeah. It's like depending on who cuts me off.
He's like, how many brown people are there? That's one too many brown people. All right.
If a white person cuts you off, you're gonna be like, we need some fucking diversity, and then you.
Yeah. We need some, what DEI or whatever.
So what about
another yoga studio open up?
What about when, not if, when a woman cuts you off or hits a curb in front of you? What are you gonna do then? That's gonna be a problem. I feel like. Like that's the problem at the end of the day is that when you go there, regardless. It doesn't matter what race cuts you off. Yeah. What matters is a woman is going to cut you off.
This guy's crazy.
Unfortunately.
Did you just assume the driver's gender?
Yo, that's crazy.
I'll say this. Whatever male presenting, female presenting, whoever they are will have an XX chromosome. We'll have XX.
Okay.
Feel with that what you will. Feel with that what you will.
Okay.
It will be XX unless they're a boxer. Then it might be XY.
No.
Did you hear about the boxer?
You're saying Dos Equis.
No.
What do you feel about the boxer? Have you heard about that whole situation?
Oh, bro, they just letting dudes fight women now.
Oh my gosh. You're so bigoted. You're the worst.
All right.
No, this is the one where it goes on the other side for me.
Zen was like, I don't want to talk politics on the podcast, but let's talk transgender rights.
No, it's not about rights. It's about the situation where...
No, it's crazy. It is a crazy situation. I just wanted to say that.
Like...
To be wild, but no.
There is no affirming surgery in this case. This isn't
it just kind of was...
This is just... This person...
But the Olympics said she doesn't have an...
Exactly. Well, they haven't had the test. That test hasn't actually been... She refused to take the test because she doesn't need to.
Yeah.
She said, no, I don't. So they have to be like, well, no, you don't. She doesn't have to take a test unless it gets into court. Once it goes into court, when they have to start really getting into evidence, that's when the test might present. There's a possibility that she's like asexual or something, but she didn't have like, she wasn't a born man who then transitioned into a woman.
So she just got the Ken doll.
I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything. There's no alleged either. That's not my place to say. What I will say is that's just a wild situation. Sometimes you just got to deal with a wild situation.
Yeah.
She's lost in the past. This isn't like the swimmer where it's like this person has some unfair advantage. I feel like that person who was in the boxing position that was fighting her had a predisposed disposition, felt something power-wise, and was able to parlay that into, like, in their mind of, like, I'm not doing this, and in their mind felt morally sound with it. Yeah. And then it became what it is. Well, because
I feel like the bad thing is that it could lead to a slippery slope where they just, like, start, like, checking for testosterone in, like, women's sports, and that feels wrong. So Faye said guy, but you guys are saying that that's just European women.
Yeah. Yeah, some European women
have different features than American women.
More masculine facial features. It's just facts.
And then even masculine facial features is kind of objective or subjective. You know what I mean? Like there's way less masculine facial features in some parts of Korea.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, there's just different things in different spots that don't mean nothing about those people. That doesn't mean anybody's less manly or more manly.
You think she drank that water that made the frogs gay? Like when she was a baby? Like maybe her parents, like her mom's like water supply in their town was.
Quickly, I didn't know the frogs were gay. Could you explain that to me?
That's what Alex Jones told us. You know.
Us?
Yeah. You sent the link.
I personally would never, especially after the things he said about Sandy Hook. Like that was like he got like there's not even an allegedly like he.
Oh
he
man,
owes.
Did y'all watch that Joe Rogan stand up?
No, which one?
Unfortunately,
it was so good. He talks about he mentions.
You
Alex
watched
Jones.
it?
Yeah, it was so good.
Wow.
I watched it like day it dropped.
I watched the day it dropped too, and I knew it wasn't going to be good. Like,
it was so good.
Personally, I have always felt like Joe Rogan is not my favorite, and that's because it's disrespectful to say is not a good comedian, which a lot of people say, which is kind of objective for a lot of people, is not my type of comedy and my favorite comedian. I like his taste because he's a good curator of comics, because I have found a lot of comics I like through him, through his platform. Mm-hmm. But his personal comedy, not for me. And I've known that since previous specials that I watched, and I walked into this knowing I wasn't going to like this shit. But it was way worse than anyone could even expect it, because he reused jokes that he's had on previous specials. Not to mention resaid things that people have heard a million times on the podcast. Which that's kind of whatever, because maybe you source things from it, but it's things that he said like constantly, like repeatedly a bunch, and like it just didn't feel original. It kind of was like deja vu. Like there's some new premises, but
you're being serious. I thought you were joking. You didn't like it?
No,
I don't watch the podcast. I just see his stand up. The stand up was good. He mentions Alex Jones in it, and then the gay frogs, and I just love the. You know, it's just like you were like, you know, Alex Jones with the gay frogs. He's like, I wouldn't make that joke after Sandy Hook. He makes that joke where he's like, Alex Jones, you know, he did that one thing, that one thing that was bad, and he's like, you know, that thing, the really bad one, and then he continues with the joke a little. He's like, yeah, that one, like the fucked up thing, like yeah, and then I was like, that's funny. It was good. You should watch it. I like it.
It's not good.
I don't.
I tried to listen to the podcast.
It's not good.
One day,
yeah.
My girl was like, "You listen to the podcast," and then that just shame, just was like, "You're right." And then now I've been like randomly listening to it.
Hold on. No, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Does she listen to murder mystery stuff?
Yeah, but like I'll listen.
No. What she's saying, there's nothing wrong with listening to Joe Rogan other than the fact that that's basic boy shit. Right?
Yeah.
She's doing I just said the most basic girl shit, which was is she listening to murder mysteries?
Yeah, no.
So I would go up to her and be like, "Are you listening to murder mysteries?"
Well, I think it's more of like he's like
you really know how to gaslight him.
I think it's more of like the stigma.
That's so wild.
I think it was more of like
if you want to start a fight,
stigma.
Say what he in that tone.
Yeah,
anything.
Dude, this guy's crazy.
Do you does she see your blue collar washing that's going on? Like, does she see, what is she feeling? Because that seems more right leaning than anything else.
From? Like, okay.
Where the fuck did these Wranglers come from?
I bought those when my grandpa passed, dude. That was my first
For
time I
real,
cosplayed.
bro. Why would you even ask such a thing?
Where the hell did this Carhartt shirt come from?
He has to fix everything now.
Yeah, you didn't see.
That's why he carries that.
I didn't say shit when I
show
put the
them,
blinds.
Pablo. Show them.
Hey,
He carries that wrench
blinds,
everywhere.
Fuck.
There's not.
Fuck.
That's my wrench.
When he wipes his butt, he's holding the one hand on the wrench, one hand. That's what 2 Chainz said in that one song.
Yeah.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Wrench, whatever.
But on that note, I mean, you know, you have become like a handyman somewhat now.
Yeah, I did this.
Show the people.
I put
Pablo's showing us a home that looks like it's moved into.
What kind of little tiny ass ladder?
Yo, I just need it to get up there, bro. I don't need a.
Where did you get that ladder? You purchased that small of a ladder?
Yeah, look, I already got shit from it from my girl. I don't need you to give me shit for that little ladder. It's going back to Lowe's, okay?
Minimum 6-foot ladder if you're gonna have it at the crib for it to be functional in any other circumstance other than getting shit from the top shelf.
Look, I got all these talking points already.
Where you be putting this 6-foot ladder? First of all, where the fuck is your 6-foot ladder?
Thank you.
In my van.
So you should,
I drive a Corolla, bro.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
Do you not have a garage? First off, if you're gonna be, hold on, nah. Here's the thing: if you're gonna be a handyman, we gonna do this. He appropriating my handy culture. If we gonna do this,
bro, I'm sorry, I didn't mean. I called him a handyman.
Do you have the garage? It leans right up against where you need it to lean on the garage. You can hang it up if you want it to look a little more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I could do that.
First of all, wherever you're putting this tiny 3-foot ladder, that same space is gonna be taken up. It's still the same width. That same. You just need a little bit length.
No, what's hilarious is that, like, that intensity and anger was the same thing. The same talking points. She was like, "You think I'm gonna use this ugly ass to get shit?"
A real man, first of all, a real man would have stood up on a chair to get to that height.
Yeah, she was like, "You were supposed to buy step stool," and I was like,
"Yes, I have a step stool. That I could be keeping the tucks away behind, like by the fridge or something." Yes, that step stool height. That's crazy.
Yo, no,
I use the step stool and install.
I can't use the chair because that chair's all the chairs are new.
You get the Gorilla step stool at Home Depot or Lowe's. Yeah, it's $20.
A real man would risk it and get on the rolly chair.
I gave the rolly chair back to my mom.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
We don't all got rolly chairs and 6-foot ladder space.
I have 3 rolly chairs. We're all on rolly chairs. We
don't got garages.
I got 4 rolly chairs. There's another rolly chair out there.
Well, good for you. What are you doing with all these rolly chairs?
We're using them right now.
Fucking jousting.
We're using majority of the rolling chairs in these houses.
He sees one on the side of the road.
I be collecting them.
He's like, you fucking.
I will
Zoe
collect one.
scooch aside.
Hey,
coming
get this shit out of here, Zoe.
Oh, I need to get her a rolly chair.
Hey,
that'd be dope.
Damn, a little like streamer rolly.
I've been trying to get her one of those little sofa chairs, like, because she saw her cousin with one, and she did fall off of it, but she was chilling on it.
She can't get flexed on by her cousins, too.
Exactly. Well, they're older than her, so it's all right. They've had more years of collecting shit to flex on her with. But now I'm on the search.
Yo, can we talk about the day of her birthday party? Bro, I was just looking at you being a dad. I ain't never been more proud of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all coming by because y'all were there for the baby shower and y'all were there for that. Like, it feels like y'all been legit involved with Zoe. Y'all seen her more often than most people.
It was a crazy
because y'all come over more than extended family would come over. So she likely knows y'all more than majority of the people that were there that day. So it's just been pretty interesting to see. Like, y'all have seen her since she was a little tiny thing. Now she got hair and shit.
Yeah.
Little curly.
You saw those curls and shit?
Curlies,
remember when she had like no hair, a little bald spot and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, her little bald spot back here.
Now look at her. It's crazy.
It is crazy, bro.
They grow up so fast.
You know.
So what do y'all think? This is my first. I was stressed the fuck out. It was the first time I ever threw a birthday party. Do you notice like you've attended hella birthday parties? This is the first time it's like your responsibility.
Yeah.
To have a birthday party.
I didn't know that the piñata was gonna be such a mission,
bro.
It was like an hour of just.
I lost the kids. I lost the kids.
They didn't give a fuck at that point. I didn't know personal for us.
I didn't even know that could happen. I don't know what kind of new age kids we have.
Yo, yeah, what's up with these kids? Yeah, they gave no fuck
about the piñata. They went right back.
They
into the water.
gave you 5 minutes to put that piñata back up,
and then they went back into the water. Right, yeah. I even got one of the kids to break the piñata and they didn't come out of the water to get the candy.
And the candy was just on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor. They were like,
we just took it. Like
I had to rake that shit up later.
Yeah, no, bro, like
the SpongeBob piñata is what really went off.
Yo, me, Ruben, and our girls just got the candy because we were like, I guess they don't want it.
Yeah.
It
was so wild. I was like, what is going on nowadays?
These kids, bro.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
What's next year's theme?
I'm a little upset because I had a pre-thought out theme because she's super into Minnie. It was going to be Toodles.
Yeah.
One of her cousins just did Toodles.
Yo, the audacity.
So now it just feels kind of like we got to be a little bit more original. But here's the problem is I think by then, I don't know if I'm going to have a choice.
Well, I don't know what she's finna be into, bro.
That's the thing is that at that point, they can kind of voice their opinion.
Yeah.
By that point, she's going to tell me.
I've been trying to put my niece onto Shrek, and she's just like, Twos. And I'm like, nah, but like, Shrek's cool. And she's like, Twos, please. And I'm like, all right. And you can't negotiate with them, bro. They're like George Bush, bro. Yeah. They don't negotiate with terrorists. They don't negotiate
with terrorists.
Nah, I mean, we're going to see. I just be telling her stuff. I just be like,
yo, Chick-fil-A will be your best friend.
You know one of the funniest things? You know what's the funniest things? What? Go ahead, tell me the Chick-fil-A thing and I'll tell you.
Well, because they got a little play area and the food doesn't suck, so...
Yeah, for real. And they have
the play area is restricted by age, where you don't got the big kids in there just like ramming.
Bro, maybe they took your kid to McDonald's. Maybe they took him to the playpen.
That'd be crazy. That'd be wild.
We didn't tell you we had a field trip.
Yeah.
So I've heard this kind of Montessori way of teaching where it's like, you know, especially when they start saying no all the time, where you'd be like, you want to watch Shrek? And they'll be like, no. And like, everything's no. And there's this like Montessori way of teaching where like, when there's certain non-negotiables, you don't give them the option to say no. You'll hit them with something like, instead of being like, you want to brush your teeth, you'll be like, you want to brush your teeth now or in 5 minutes? And now they have two options, but the only option is still do it. So you got to start doing that kind of thing. So you got to like, be like, hey, you want to watch Shrek or Shrek 2?
Sounds kind of crazy, bro. My mom was just like, do this or you're going to get your ass beat. Like, I don't know.
So you got to start doing that. You got to be like, yo.
Me I could have just been like 5 minutes, mom.
No, you got to be like, yo, Shrek or Shrek 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your options here.
Yeah,
like, bro,
but this man acts like they're not. She going to hit you with the trolls. No. I said Shrek or Shrek 2. Trolls.
I'll be like, that's not an option right now. What we have at the house.
I'll make a scene.
It's Shrek
my
or Shrek 2.
Yeah. My nieces are like, I don't think you heard me. I said motherfucking trolls.
I will piss my pants.
Yeah, bro.
No, they'll get annoyed with me with because I have nieces and nephews too that are like older.
Yeah.
And like that was how I got introed into all this stuff too. And I'll see them now. Now it's a little different because I have a child, so I look at it through a different lens. But now even more so because now it's a mix. Because sometimes I got to be like, hey, y'all don't stop giving her small toys. You know what I mean? I'll be like, stop giving her little tiny Lego pieces that she's gonna put in her mouth. You know what I mean? Or like, I'll try to put something for her, and they'll be like, no, I want to put this. They'll kind of get mad at me. I mean, I am putting some gay ass shit because it's for Zoe. Like, I am showing up and being like, hey, I'm sorry, but she needs to hear Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish's live Olympic performance, because that's like how she stays calm. And they're like, I want to watch Roblox shorts. What the fuck is going on here?
Damn, she's watching Roblox shorts.
I like whatever he's watching.
Bro,
like
Roblox has a
chokehold on the youth.
Yeah, what is going on?
Why? How? I played Roblox when I was a kid, but back then you could only like, you were just one Roblox person, and then you could just like jump and like balance on stuff. That was it.
Yo, whatever happened to Club Penguin, bro?
I don't know.
Club Penguin was where it was at.
Nah. I feel like that's the same. Want to know one thing that came across my head, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What happened to MySpace?
Farmville. What the fuck happened to Farmville?
Yo,
Farmville?
Bro, we all had not.
I remember. I remember.
Motherfuckers were feeding fish.
Yo, no,
I
I
was on that
remember. I
grind.
remember. Ruben would be like, "Hey, bro, we gotta go to the public library because I gotta check on my farm."
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'd be like, "Fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Nah."
He was like clocking in for work.
Yeah.
I'm saying we fully on going, and that was just perfect. They needed to. They needed to
I gotta
train
harvest
you.
these crops.
They needed to train you to go to the
Yeah.
internet every day.
Bro,
you know
this
what I mean?
motherfucker like
Yeah.
forced me to go to the public library so he could be on his farm bill.
I love the public library.
He did.
But
Everyone
isn't
who
that
sees
so
the public
crazy? Like,
library.
I mean, that's gone. What the fuck happened to that?
Oh, bro, we were like wanted at the public
Farmville?
library because 9th grade. Ruben,
Farmville or public
Yeah.
library?
Farmville.
Oh
no.
yeah, it is gone.
we were, yeah, that is gone.
What
but
happened to your crops?
Huh? Who the fuck knows?
We were like,
that bitch is still
dude,
on, probably.
we were like,
I
public-
got real work now. I don't want fucking pretend online work. Like clock in real quick. Click
Yo,
this button.
we-
fuck
we-
that.
we-
Motherfuckers were. My dad would be at his office and be like, "Oh shit, I forgot."
Yeah, I need to
go
work on my
vacation,
virtual work.
He'll go on vacation and be like, "Motherfucker, came back and all my fish are dead."
Your dad's still on Farmville?
No, back in the day, he'd be fully working a normalized job.
That's crazy.
Being like,
That's
"Motherfucker,
crazy.
my fish died."
Yo, no, but back on the public library, yo, they had a wanted sign for us, basically because
Yeah.
Ruben took books out when he was in 9th grade. It was like the public library on Gessner,
Okay.
but where I
do
used to
remember
live by the
this.
apartments
Yeah.
with that park.
Yeah.
You know that tiny ass library. So
Yeah, I've
he
been
took
there.
books out when we were in 9th grade.
Yeah.
I gave them hose, and he left them at my crib. I gave them hose back senior year of college.
Oh my gosh! At least you gave him back. That should have been like, how does that even work?
Dude, I remember being so nervous, and I dropped him in the bin and like ran away. He covered
Like they
the
were gonna
plates.
remind you, like they're gonna remember you.
Like they were like, we fucking know.
Well, they would know because it's tied. Oh, it's tied to my mom somehow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom she was not allowed in any library. And I think you
shit
just
like that.
fake your name or tweak it, and you're like, no, I'm not Ruben. I'm
Ruben.
Ben. Like,
Yeah, it was the.
yeah, with the accent. But yeah, I remember I checked out the Soloist. You remember when we had to read that for school?
Oh yeah. No,
No.
this man was never in pre-AP.
Oh,
Well, some of us had to read the Soloist.
my
for
bad.
school.
God damn, bro. What the fuck?
school. And
He just
and
said,
I rented
bro, this
it.
man was retarded. This
I didn't
motherfucker
say
said.
that. This man,
The fuck
I've
he
always told
said.
you how smart you were. You just didn't want to try.
Motherfucker said, man, this guy,
I mean, it's true. All the smart people know each other by who read the Soloist.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I didn't read that shit. I read The
You
Giver.
ain't never see the movie?
I read The Giver.
You never see the movie?
I read To Kill a Mockingbird, you know what I'm saying?
I never read To Kill a Mockingbird.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Zen was kind of part of the reason I dropped back out of pre-AP classes because he goes.
Don't
he
make me
goes-
feel like I'm a bad
No.
influence.
He goes. Look, bro, you're getting C's in this shit, and it's hella hard, and you're stressed out. He's like, I get an A. Our shit's gonna be the same.
I was like, true, because that's what was happening to me. Is it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it wasn't actually challenging.
Yeah.
Regular shit wasn't challenging, so it was cool. It was actually challenging, and so now I'm like, okay, there's a possibility to get an extra point on my GPA, but I'm not at that point.
Yeah,
Like, so
He
this
goes,
shit's
"Let's go to
hard as
Canada."
hell.
He's like, it's a wash, so bro.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I was just like, yeah, fuck all that. Like, because when for whatever
Oh
reason,
yeah, like
when I was
the
in
GPA was at you got extra points for
Like, even like an extra
You gotta,
point, like
but
you
you
said.
had to be killing it to get
you'd
the
have
extra.
to get the A in AP to get the extra
That's
point.
Yeah.
crazy. Y'all just be padding y'all stats like that?
That's what they
Because when
said,
I moved out, that shit did not exist. You took it just because you're like, I don't fucking know.
Well, that was the whole thing. I mean, it was like, what's the point of taking
If
this
someone
shit?
offered extra work for me, I was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, what the like?
Yeah.
When I got out of when
No.
I started 6th grade, it was all like whatever that
Yeah, yo,
equivalent would be. I was in all of them, and then slowly as the years went by, I like dropped one and like until all I had was English, because that's always just been like all I had was English, and then I said, the fuck am I?
English was my worst,
subject.
worst subject.
No,
I remember in first grade, I wrote an entire 2-page paper front back, and then I only put one period, and it was just at the end
so
of the
wild.
paper.
A giant run-on sentence.
Now you had to know how to hack the English system.
Hey, I won an award too.
You just trauma bonded with anybody. So like, all you would do is just write about the worst thing that's ever happened in your life.
He told me that he was like, "Who's gonna you telling me you're gonna give me an F on my family tragedy?"
You gonna tell me you give me an F on my cousin's suicide story? You gonna give me a what on that one? That's what you gotta do. Yeah. They'll be like, "What was a moment that changed you?" I remember a moment that changed me. And then you'll say something tragic. And then they'll just be like, "Damn, that's terrible. That made me really feel emotions." That's what it's supposed to do.
You know how you don't tell your problems to nobody until like
at this point when I do something, they'll be like, "That was probably just an artistic choice he made."
Yeah.
That was probably an artistic choice to not put any periods on it.
No.
I think they
wanted us to feel.
It made it stand out. I won an award. They were like, "This story did not have a single period until the end," and I was like, "Well, motherfuckers, I guess we know who won." And it was great.
No,
they tried to put me into like the
periods are overrated. You ask any girl, periods are overrated.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, they did one time try to be like, "We do want to submit this," and I'm like, "Bitch, no, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I got personal shit in there."
Yo,
what the fuck?
The day I found out Ruben was built different was when we were at the skate park and this motherfucker pulled out a trig book.
What the fuck?
And I was like, "Yo,
to be honest with you, I still don't know what trig is. To be honest with you,
trigonometry.
Yeah, like I know it's a word. I don't know what this is the study of.
Same.
You know what I mean?
I was like,
I know geometry shapes.
What the like angles?
No, I remember when he pulled out that book. I was like, this motherfucker is gonna be Mark Zuckerberg. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was one thing is like, I couldn't be on that level. I was just like normal, like compared to other Mexican kids that were coming out, I was just, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, like, I mean, compared to like the Edgars, I was a genius.
Exactly. So I was like on that standard when I realized there was other motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
When I discovered Asians,
yeah,
bro, that shit threw me for a loop.
When I discovered Asians,
yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Bro, it was.
Where were y'all at?
It was different.
I thought I was, I thought I was varsity.
It's literally that episode of Everybody Hates Chris where she's like, "You think white people are smart? Wait till you meet the Asian."
Yeah, except nobody told me that. You just were like, we're in the same class now, and you're just somehow incredibly smarter. You're just like,
yeah. You just realize you're like, oh. Damn, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
It put a whole different perspective on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That it definitely was like,
yo,
okay,
how do we
I partially think that would maybe be like, you know what, it's like and people have said this one before, but it's kind of like when a white kid wants to play basketball and then they see like a black guy for the first time. And they're like, oh, that's just not going to happen anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of was like, why the fuck am I going to try? Like, they got it.
He's obviously
They got it. They're going to be all right.
I'm not going to solve anything. He ain't going to solve.
I'm going to just go try to do cool shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll do it. And then they fucking beat us at that.
Yeah.
Bro, they started getting cooler.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Nigel
got bronze. Nigel got bronze in the
shit.
Olympics. He didn't get gold. It was Yuto.
Bro.
Yeah.
But they just make the coolest fucking shit.
Yeah.
Who, Asian people?
I mean, Asia's a large population, so statistically they're gonna make more stuff.
Sick.
But yes, Japanese stuff's really cool.
We are all so sick. We have cool stuff. And if you don't see the cool stuff, then you be the cool stuff, you know?
Yeah.
No, I know, but like,
it's cool
stealing
as fuck.
catalytic converters.
What 3 Asian people are hanging out like this, you know? I don't see it.
I don't see it, to be honest.
I don't see it.
We're gonna get hit
There's
up
that
by,
new
like,
designer.
3 Asian people.
That
Like, we're doing it.
We're doing.
Hey, we're making waves, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Bad Bunny's album. Hey, you have white people listen to it.
But that's not even like we can't even claim that. That's Puerto Rican.
What? It's so like Latin. You just said Asian. We can say Latin.
You're right.
Like these Asians did everything.
Yeah.
I put them as a monolith, and I was like, whoa, he's Puerto Rican. Calm down.
Like, but that's what we do, bro.
Yeah.
My mom could not understand the difference between Laos and like just Chinese. Because all Hispanics are like, if you're Asian, you're Chinese.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Wild.
No, he had to be like, Mom, how would you feel like if I told you were Salvadorian?
Yeah, what if I called you Salvadorian? She goes, but I'm not Salvadorian. I go, yeah. But just like, you know, for example, what if I called you Salvadorian?
I'm not.
And she goes, no, I'm not Salvadorian. I was like, all right, well, that feeling, that's what she feels when you call her Chinese. And she was like, okay, I understand.
Like, I am not Chinese.
And then I had her, you know, when family members would be like, ¿Todavía está con la China? And then she'd be like, no, she's Laos. Like, yeah. Where's that? She's like, I don't know.
She started correcting them though?
She would correct them and she's like,
and then
that's
like,
all
I don't know though. No sé.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No sé.
You gotta ask him these questions.
Damn, that would be so crazy.
Danny, where is it?
That's so, that's one thing that's interesting is like, because I thought, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like Roman's gonna like make us be in some predicaments like that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like Roman will be with somebody who I feel like is just, I mean, who knows? But you know what I mean? Like, there's something about a whole different culture being introduced. Do you have you dealt with that on the other side?
I love how you were just like, I almost blew the spot up. Let me pivot.
What do you mean?
Because he goes, he might be with just a different culture. Just in case people are listening.
In the future. In the future.
Yeah.
In the future is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
not
like
now.
You don't know. Did you deal
this man
with that?
caught himself mid-sentence.
Did you deal with stuff on the other side of the family where it's like, where, you know, your culture is foreign to her family?
No, because they grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood. So Alexis was like just as Hispanic as anybody else I met. Yeah, she knew the food. She knew what she liked. Her older sister is fluent in Spanish. They grew up in the Heights when the Heights was ghetto. Yeah. And it was full of Hispanic people.
Yeah, bro, I've seen pictures
they were the only
older
Asian
sisters
people.
with, like, looking like cholas.
Yeah, like, they were they had that chola aesthetic.
Yeah. No, like, straight up, like, with the 90s, like, background.
That's crazy.
Yep.
With the hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to Alexis, I think, if anything, I was just a disappointment. Because she's like, so your mom doesn't cook all these things? I'm like, no, my mom's the healthy Mexican, so
which are very rare. It's really just your mom, like, my mother-in-law, and like,
it's like a health queen.
Yeah.
We only eat this. We don't eat. And she's like, so you're telling me I'm gonna miss out on everything? So
you're saying I'm not getting menudo?
Yeah. She was the one putting. Jesus Christ, she was the one putting me onto like Mexican food spots. It's crazy. We still go. Like, she's the one that put me on a Taco Nazo. Which, Taco Nazo is the best taco place. Bun B posted a photo at Taco Nazo. It is the best food truck. Taco Nazo.
We will. Yeah. I need to try it.
Y'all need to go. It's good. Wow. It's there. It's cash only. It's in the hood still.
I'll never forget the day, like...
I gotta get...
I spent the night at Ruben's house. We were kids. I was in 9th grade. And his mom goes, oh, you want a smoothie? I'm making smoothies for everybody. And I thought, oh, that sounds good. And then Ruben goes, no, you don't understand.
Yeah,
and
I tried to warn him.
And then I was like, what, I want to be rude and say nah.
Yeah, so then he said yes. And then the smoothie was just carrot juice that my mom juiced with, like, asparagus. And that's it.
It was great.
If you've ever drank just carrot juice, it kind of low-key, like, burns a little.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
it was like the darkest, most forest green I've ever seen.
It kind of burns a little.
With, like,
but, like, I drank it so many times that, like, and it gives you the runs.
And, like, fiber.
Yeah, and Pablo took, like, a couple sips. He's like, I'm not drinking this. And then I go... Well, you gotta drink it now, motherfucker, because you asked for it.
That's a whole ass carrot.
He's like, could you drink it? And I genuinely think I could have drank it, but I was like, nah, bitch. You said yes, and I told you say no. Yeah. So now you're on your own.
I think I made Danny drink it.
Yeah, I think Danny drank it.
I was like, dude, please, bro. Like, I was trying to be nice.
I was like, no, bitch, I told you do not say yes.
He was like, actually, the nice thing would have been to say no.
Yeah. Just say no. Like, no, I'm good. I ate or something.
You know? For real. Now she ain't gotta make a smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or, licuado.
Yeah. But as for, like, Alexis culture and mine, I mean, yeah, it's been cool. Like, to culture my mom and then just to be cultured. Like, to be tapped into the Asian network is what I call it. Like, you're just, like, you know, you meet one Asian and, like, Asian community is, like, tightly knit. Like, it's just crazy.
No, it is crazy.
It's like, that motherfucker knows that motherfucker knows that motherfucker. Like, all the Hispanics are, like, broken apart into, like, you know, just fucking like their own little areas, but like the Asians are like, nah. At least in Houston, which is so dope because, like,
they are very tight-knit.
You know, our food's awesome, our community's awesome. Don't move here.
Don't move here.
We got hurricanes.
Don't move here. We're good. Yeah,
we got hella crime, homeless
it's hot as
people.
fuck.
Yeah, it's
Austin's
hot.
great. Austin's
We lose power like every other month.
Austin is like, bro, Austin top 1.
Yeah.
West Austin for sure. That, you know.
Yeah.
East Austin, I wouldn't trust it, you know.
Fuck it, go to Dallas.
Dallas, even better.
Dallas is good.
Dallas is, oh my.
You get there closer, I think. That's closer.
Yeah.
If you're looking for new homes, Dallas, I hear, is the spot.
San Antonio.
Maybe not there. Maybe not there.
Stay away from San Antonio.
Remember the Alamo?
Nah. You forget it.
I still like going there. So
Same. I still like San Antonio. I mean, I like Austin too.
Bro, I fucking hate going to the Alamo because I just get history lessons from the other side, being my dad. And he's just like,
I just don't go to the Alamo.
He's just like, what are these? He's like, what are these crackers capping about now? He'll walk in being like, they lost, right? And I'm like,
yeah. Why would you take your Mexican dad to a place where
I didn't choose to go?
Oh, he wanted to go just to be like, where we beat him.
Yeah.
Y'all put a monument up for where y'all lost.
Yeah,
I do. When I read the facts, I'm like, I like, it's like. Whatever side won on that one, I'm like, that was, and then if it's the Mexicans that won on that, I'm like, yeah. It's like we did technically, like part of me did win.
Yo, I didn't tell you I did my ancestry. I unlocked a new word.
Oh my gosh! So
no, I'm just kidding.
Hold on. No. First of all, you gave the government your DNA.
With? No, my sister did, but she's my sister, so it's the same thing.
So now your DNA
is it the same?
Yes.
Would his DNA not be slightly different, like the makeup of it?
What do you mean?
It's passed on, there's genetic,
But like, I mean, he is unique.
Yeah, but like it's like ancestry though.
So like it doesn't mix. Percentages don't like, you got a little more of this, you got a little more autism in you than like, if that could happen, then
but
like,
if they needed to verify his DNA, it would match up. There would be the matchup because of the. So if they had gotten his DNA from the scene of a crime and then ran it through the database. It would be his DNA would be in there, the differentiating factor. Like, however,
so it's unique.
He would be pinpointed.
But no, because that's how they can tell when you're related to someone. Because like it does match to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, that's what I'm saying.
Like
But the non-extent, would that matter in the percentage of people? I'm just asking.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, did y'all read The Soloist in 9th grade? No.
all right. So here we go. Here we go.
What word did you unlock?
Does it start with a letter?
53%. I'll let you figure out what word I unlocked. 53% indigenous Mexican. So like Mesoamerican.
Okay, so like some like Aztec type shit.
Yeah. And then 30% Spain, 6% Basque, which it's like a region between Spain and France.
Damn, bro.
3% Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu peoples. 3% North Africa. 2% Senegal. 2% Southern Italy. And 1% Jew.
Damn.
So you got a few.
Yeah.
So you can technically say. Well, I'm not about to say them. I was about to just say them.
Yeah,
let me do the calculation real quick.
So you can say beep, 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 and beep. Bro. You can say the Jewish one.
Yeah.
You can say.
Now I gotta do the reverse.
You can say the Italian one. I feel like we can say the Italian one. We're still all right to make fun of Italians.
Mm-hmm.
You can say wops.
Yeah. Yo, my people, bro.
And then
Holocaust. How dare you?
North Africa.
Yo, I'm gonna do the birthright.
North Africa, bro. You can say it. Technically.
You are from Senegal, apparently.
Apparently.
So you part black, Pablo?
Yeah. Who would have thought?
So, not me, but say it. So on that note, Pablo, can you sing us out with the word before we close out?
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
So what can Drake not say?
Gentlemen in Paris.
And we out.
Bye.